Welcome music enthusiasts, to a journey through the remarkable life of the legendary Tammy Terrell. From her humble beginnings to her meteoric rise in the world of Motown and the tragic events that unfolded, today, we honor the incredible legacy of this soulful queen. Tammy Terrell's life was a testament to the power of music to transcend adversity and touch the hearts of millions. Join us as we delve deep into the life story of this beloved artist. Born as Thomasina Winifred Montgomery on April 29, 1945, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to parents Jenny and Thomas Montgomery. Jenny, her mother, was an actress, and Thomas, her father, was a barber shop owner and local politician. Terrell was the older of two siblings. According to her sister Luddy, their parents thought Terrell would be a boy and therefore she would be named after her father. However, when she was born, the parents settled on the name Thomasina, nicknaming her Tommy. She later changed it to Tammy after seeing the film Tammy and the Bachelor. According to Luddy's book, My Sister Tommy, The Real Tammy Terrell, Terrell was sexually violated by 3 boys at the age of 11. Around this time she started to have migraine headaches. While it was not thought to be of significance at the time, family members would subsequently state that these headaches might have been related to her later diagnosis of brain cancer. In 1960, at the age of 15, Terrell signed under the Wand subsidiary of Scepter Records after being discovered by Luther Dixon, recording the ballad, If You See Bill, under the name Tammy Montgomery and doing demos for the Shirelles. After another single, Terrell left the label and, having been introduced to James Brown, signed a contract with him and began singing backup for his review concert tours. In 1961, Terrell created the group The Sherries. However, in late 1962 she was kicked out of the group due to multiple disputes, so eventually went their separate ways. In 1963 she recorded the song, I Cried. Released on Brown's Try Me Records, it became her first charting single, reaching number 99 on the Billboard Hot 100. During this time, 17-year-old Terrell became involved in an abusive relationship with James Brown, who was 12 years her senior. One night on the road in 1963, Terrell left Brown after he badly assaulted her for not watching his entire performance. Terrell later signed with Checker Records and released the Burt Burns-produced, If I Would Marry You, a duet with Jimmy Radcliffe, which Terrell co-composed. Following this relative failure, Terrell announced a semi-retirement from the music business and enrolled in the University of Pennsylvania, where she majored in pre-med, staying at the school for 2 years. In the middle of this, Terrell was asked by singer-songwriter Jerry Butler to sing with him in a series of shows in nightclubs. After an arrangement was made by Butler to assure Terrell that she could continue her schooling, she began touring with Butler. In April 1965, during a performance at the 20 Grand Club in Detroit, she was spotted by Motown CEO Berry Gordy, who promised to sign her to Motown. Terrell agreed and signed with the label on April 29, 1965, her 20th birthday. I Can't Believe You Love Me became Terrell's first R&B Top 40 single, followed almost immediately by Come On and See Me. In 1966, Terrell recorded 2 future classics, Stevie Wonder's All I Do Is Think About You, and the Isley Brothers' This Old Heart of Mine Is Weak for You. After the release of her first single on Motown, Terrell joined the Motortown Revue opening for The Temptations. During the Motortown Revue in 1966, Terrell embarked on a torrid romance with The Temptations' lead singer David Ruffin. That year, Terrell accepted Ruffin's surprise marriage proposal. After Terrell announced their engagement on stage during an appearance together, she discovered that he was already married. Ruffin had a wife, 3 children, and another girlfriend in Detroit. This revelation and Ruffin's drug addiction led to violent arguments. Terrell told Ebony magazine in 1969 that she believed her emotional state during this relationship was a contributing factor to her headaches, which would come after quarrels. In 1967, Terrell ended their relationship after Ruffin hit her in the head with his motorcycle helmet. It was rumored that Ruffin also hit Terrell in the head with a hammer, which further complicated her unknown condition. However, this rumor was later dispelled untrue. In early 1967, Motown hired Terrell to sing duets with Marvin Gaye, who had achieved duet success with Mary Wells and Kim Weston, as well as having recorded duets with Oma Hurd. During recording sessions, Gaye would recall later that he did not know how gifted Terrell was until they began singing together. At first, the duets were recorded separately. For sessions of their first recording, the Ashford and Simpson composition, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, both Gaye and Terrell recorded separate versions. Motown remixed the vocals and edited out the background vocals, giving just Gaye and Terrell vocal dominance. The song became a crossover pop hit in the spring of 1967, reaching number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the R&B charts and making Terrell a star. Their follow-up, Your Precious Love, became an even bigger hit, reaching number 5 on the pop chart and number 2 on the R&B chart. After more song recordings, the duo released their first album together, United, which was released in the late summer of 1967. Throughout that year, Gaye and Terrell began performing together, and Terrell became a vocal and performance inspiration for the shy and laid-back Gaye, who hated live performing. The duo also performed together on television shows to their hits. They were voted the number 1 R&B duo in Cashbox magazine's annual year-end survey in 1970. While Terrell was finally being established as a star, the migraines and headaches she had suffered from since childhood were becoming more constant. While she complained of pains, she insisted to people close to her that she was well enough to perform. However, on October 14, 1967, while performing Your Precious Love with Gaye at Hampton-Sydney College, just outside the town of Farmville, Virginia, Terrell collapsed into Gaye's arms on stage. Shortly after returning from Virginia, doctors diagnosed a malignant tumor on the right side of her brain. She underwent brain surgery at Graduate Hospital in Philadelphia on January 13, 1968. After recovering from her first surgery, Terrell returned to Hitsville Studios in Detroit and recorded You're All I Need to Get By. Both that song and Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing reached number 1 on the R&B charts. Despite Terrell's optimism, her tumor worsened, requiring more surgeries. By 1969, Terrell had retired from live performances as she had been ordered by doctors not to perform due to her tumors. Motown issued Terrell's first and only solo album, Irresistible, in early 1969. Terrell was too ill to promote the recordings. There was no new repertoire on the album. All tracks had been recorded earlier and subsequently shelved for some time. Both Marvin Gaye and Valerie Simpson gave different stories on how the production of Terrell's and Gaye's third album together, Easy, went about. According to reports, Terrell had become so ill as a result of her operations that she could not record, and Motown opted to have Valerie Simpson sub in for Terrell. Gaye would later say the move was another money-making scheme on Berry Gordy's part, the record producer, executive. Valerie Simpson, on the other hand, stated that the ailing Terrell was brought into the studio when she was strong enough to record over Simpson's guide vocals, insisting Terrell had sung on the album after all. Easy produced the singles, Good Lovin' Ain't Easy to Come By, What You Gave Me, California Soul, and the UK top 10 hit, The Onion Song. Late in 1969, Terrell made her final public appearance at the Apollo Theater, where Marvin Gaye was performing. As soon as Gaye spotted Terrell, he rushed to her side and the duo began singing, You're All I Need to Get By, together. They were given a standing ovation by the public. Because of ongoing complications due to brain cancer, by early 1970, Terrell was using a wheelchair, experienced blindness and hair loss, and weighed only 93 pounds or 42 kilograms. Following her eighth and final operation on January 21, 1970, Terrell went into a coma. She died on March 16 at the tender age of 24. Terrell's funeral was held at the Janes Methodist Church in Philadelphia. At the time of Terrell's death, she was engaged to Ernest "Ernie" Garrett. He was a doctor at the hospital where she had been treated. At the funeral, Gaye delivered a final eulogy while You're All I Need to Get By was playing. According to Terrell's fiancé Dr. Garrett, who knew Gaye, Tammy's mother Jenny angrily barred everyone at Motown from her funeral, except for Gaye, who she felt was Terrell's closest friend. She blamed most of the label for failing to protect her from David Ruffin during their relationship. She was interred at Mount Lawn Cemetery in Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania. Gaye reportedly never fully got over Terrell's death, according to several biographers who have stated that Terrell's death led Gaye to depression and drug abuse. In addition, his classic album What's Going On, an introspective, low-key work that dealt with mature themes, released in 1971, was in part a reaction to Terrell's death. Tammy Terrell's life was a testament to the power of music and the indomitable spirit of a woman who rose above adversity to become a legend. Her incredible talent, infectious smile and unforgettable voice touched the hearts of millions and left an enduring legacy that continues to inspire generations. As we conclude this journey through Tammy Terrell's life, let us remember not only the iconic songs she graced us with but also the strength and resilience she exhibited in the face of personal challenges. Her story is a reminder that through music, love, and unwavering determination, we can overcome any obstacle and leave a lasting impact on the world. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Tammy Terrell's life and legacy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the world of music and beyond. Rest in peace, Tammy Terrell. Your soulful melodies continue to live on in our hearts forever.